Hi everyone, it's Lisa Jane here coming to you from my healing room in Cape Town. If this is the first time you're finding me, I'm so very grateful. Welcome to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit the notification button, and just generally have a browse through my channel since you might find something that is very relevant to you today. So do a quick search and just see what comes up. But this particular video today, I wanted to talk about why many of you are feeling so incredibly drained. But before I do, I wanted to say that first and foremost, I am a healer. It is my work, it's what I do. So if you feel like you enjoy the energy I bring forward or you'd like some spiritual guidance, because I offer readings as well, then please be in touch with me. All of the details are below. I do have capacity to see people. I don't like to be fully booked up, and I have clients from all around the world. So just because you're in another part of the world doesn't mean we can't connect online and chat face to face. So please do that if you feel inclined. Anyway, welcome. How are you all doing? These energies are pretty relentless, right? And I know for a lot of people, when we kind of came through the tail end of 2020, everyone was like breathing a sigh of relief and saying, oh, maybe there's light at the end of the tunnel. And of course there is light coming in, but we haven't hit the end of the tunnel. We are really just at the beginning phase of creating a new world, a new humanity, and also the new human. Right? So if you haven't watched my videos about what this year would bring or what is being asked of you, then please do. We are being asked to continue the self-care work that we started last year. We are being asked to accept, surrender into a new way of being. Now, this is a journey of the soul. It's a journey of transformation. It's a journey that we need to honor. So the title of this video, Why Am I Feeling So Drained?, really aligns to a whole number of things. But I wanted to speak specifically about one. Now, if you have watched my videos, you will know I talk about the energy matrix or matrices within which our world has operated and which have been present over the last few thousand years are collapsing. Now, those matrices, you could call them extended thought forms or consciousness levels that have really been formed and created by the way we as humans have interacted and we have lived on the planet. Now, every engagement you have with someone else involves an exchange of energy. And in my recent Taking Back Your Power course, I shared with the attendees how important it is to be aware of your field, because not every exchange is beneficial, right? So in the same way that we might be with someone and come away saying, oh my gosh, I feel so drained, where that person is energetically taking from you. Well, you might well feel drained at the moment because the energy field in which we are used to engaging is dismantling. So you are going to need to find new ways to connect and to really build up your own internal energy field. Now, this could be hours worth of video conversations I could have with you about that topic, but I'm going to just start with one. In my understanding, and please, it's just that, right? I'm no guru. I learn as I go along. And yes, I have been here for many lifetimes. And in my work as a healer and daily meditations, I receive information, I build on information, and obviously I create my own field around what I believe is aligned to the current wisdom or truth that's present. And that truth for me is around the fact that your path, your one and only path to finding peace and connection, is a path of authenticity. The authenticity works with your energetic heart center, because that's all it is, it's an energy field, to open and expand so that the highest vibration of your soul can come into your physical and auric field and represent itself on the planet. So that's one aspect. Now, what happens when we are doing things that are misaligned to our truth is we lose energy. And not only that, the matrix that more or less kept this world going allowed for some sense of the ego and competition and segregation, but all that is falling away. So as it collapses, any behaviors, any tendencies to fall in that energetic way of being or interacting with the world are actually going to become less and less supported. And what it also means is that if you are not aligned to your authentic truth and where you feel you need to be, you're not going to be able to tap into the new energy of the new earth that is completely aligned to that. So in a way, you're in between two energy sources. The old matrix of consciousness, the old ways of segregation and competition are collapsing. So for instance, the old idea that you stay in the career until you retire or until you become a pensioner and then reap the rewards and just then go on holiday and do what you want to do is no longer relevant and is no longer going to be supported. In that context, the new framework that is asking us each to step into our authentic self and heart field revolves around you looking at what you enjoy, what you get passion from, what fuels your fire, because that energy matrix is waiting here for you to plug into. Now, if you're in between the collapse of the old and stepping into the new, you are most likely going to feel drained, right? Because you're investing energy firstly into a career, into a relationship where you no longer feel invested. And secondly, the way of inauthenticity, ego, narcissistic structures, codependencies, which are falling away, are no longer going to be able to support that kind of behavior, right? So it's about plugging in to a new way of being. That is what is going to energize you. So let's just take that example of a job, because I see so many people in my work that say, please tell me or please help me understand what my purpose is. And my response to that is, your purpose is to step daily, hourly into your authentic self and start speaking truths that are relevant for you in your life. Be it the truths or untruths you say to yourself or those you speak to a relevant partner. Because if you can do that, you start building a connection to your soul, which automatically will energize you. In this world we live in, we have become so disconnected from that soul field that people are depressed, they're anxious, they're disconnected. So our biggest transformative ask from the universe, from the divine, is for each one of us to step more into an authentic representation of who we are as spiritual beings. And that takes time, because you can't really change all of your life overnight, can you? Well, you may, but it may cause a complete collapse that may not be comfortable for you. So it might just be a start of slow steps that take you towards that path. But there is one thing I do know, and I've felt this for the last 4 or 5 months, is that there are strong rivers of energy that are created or being created at the moment that are aligned to you living your highest expression. So if you are in between, let's say 2 worlds with your job, But you have all of these ideas that inspire you, that make you feel as if the energy is moving in you, right? That is the river of potential that is lying waiting for you to jump on. And if you're standing in this crossroads or along this road where the old is sitting here and the new is waiting for you, that energy line or that energy path or timeline that you might have been walking for a long time but no longer inspires you, no longer feels right, is a bit like this stagnant, muddy pond. It has no energy. And so while you can stay there, because there's no judgment, you can make your own choice, it's not going to feed you. It's not going to keep you going. It's not going to keep you uplifted. And so you might have been able to push forward and just get your head down and do what you needed to do before. It's not going to be that easy anymore. Because while we're in the middle of these two worlds, the energy on this old way of being is dissolving. And the energy and the rivers of golden potential are being created on this side. And the moment you step into one of those, you will feel it. You will feel energized. You will feel ready. You will suddenly find that you're flooded with a whole lot of ideas that will take you along that path. And if you choose to stay here, it might become very difficult because you feel drained. You feel tired. You're not engaging. The energy is becoming less and less in the old matrix, and the golden rivers of potential are lying waiting here for you to step into. So I'm not saying make huge decisions if you don't feel ready to do that. But what I am asking is that you really, really look at those aspects in your life where you are feeling more drained than others. Because we are moving in a very fast changing energetic environment. There's a lot happening on the planet. The planet itself is vibrating very differently. Time is working very differently. The energetic environment of of human consciousness is now so full of stuff, of release, of purging. But at the same time, there is huge energy coming in to assist with the recreation of a new energetic matrix that is based on the very principle of humanness, which is we are representations in physical form of the creative life force. So we are being asked to step more into a soulful way of being, a spiritual way of being. So if you feel you need any more information, guidance, help, support, please book a session with me. But know that there are many timelines that might appear to you. And they are rushing fast and furiously with amazingly powerful, life-changing energy if you can step into your truth. If you can acknowledge where the pond, the river is muddy and dirty and stagnant and doesn't work for you anymore. Because the energetic world is changing and changing quickly. And so you will become more drained by staying here because the energy tap that's feeding that is being turned off. So look at any golden rivers of opportunity that might be waiting for you. Gather up the courage, gather up the strength, surround yourself by people who are going to support you and help you and who have faith in you, because I do. I know you can do it. And just step into that. Because if you can move past your anxieties, if you can move past your fears, you will turn back and see that that wasn't fear at all. It was just an illusion. And by the time you've actually stepped across, you'll be so deeply in that beautiful golden river that hopefully you will be energized enough to take steps forward and not to look back. Because that's another thing that is happening. Like those Indiana Jones movies where you're running up a mountain or cliff and behind you everything's crumbling, right? There's a landslide. That is where we're getting to. The past is rapidly dissolving behind us. The future has yet to be created. And the present moment, let's just breathe on that, shall we? The present moment holds all the creative potential you need to move forward. Make the time to be in the present moment. Make the time to be silent and with yourself, to enable this field to open up to your highest wisdom, the highest wisdom of your soul. And if you don't know quite what your soul is saying, then drop me a line or go and see someone else that you resonate with. Find those people that can help you, because we do need help. We all need help. So with that, I want to wish you all the very best for the coming week. I also want to say that I'm going to start and commit to doing many more videos, so let's hope we can keep this up. I will ask for daily guidance, and if I feel there's something I need to share, I will. But just look out for more from me. And if you want to look at my website to see what I do and follow my other social media accounts, then the links are all below. I love chatting to you. I look forward to chatting to you again. Please engage with me. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Please. Bye for now.